Hello and welcome back to another episode of Diablo to D&D. My name is David, and today we are going over the changelog for September 15th. Just a heads up, there's not going to be, for the foreseeable future, there's not going to be any campaign update. My party has split for the moment. One of my players is in Nauvoo, and the other one decided to focus on schooling for right now. So, meh. So all of the changes today are for the assassin. Most of these ones here are for the martial arts assassin, and the changes, of course, you can see applied in the previous video. There's a handful that I changed after the video, but those are down near the end. All right, let's get jumping into this. Martial arts assassin. For the assassin, martial arts' bonus action attack can now be used with an assassin weapon. Phoenix Strike's radius is now 5 feet instead of 10 feet around the creature. Tiger Stance now adds an additional martial arts die to the damage instead of a number of d6s equal to your proficiency bonus. This is what I meant when I said it's no longer a quote-unquote sneak attack. Claws of Thunder no longer knocks a creature prone if it can't be moved. Fists of Fire now uses your martial arts die instead of a d6. Pretty good buff to that one. Martial arts no longer works with ranged weapons. I realized this as I was going through the ability. I'm like, wait a second. Do I really want to have, a short bow with an assassin? Or a sling, maybe not, but I decided to not do it. Combat Stance is now called Beast Strike. It's a naming change, so people know what I'm talking about. It's not a mechanical change, but it's something a way to track what I'm talking about. Elemental Strike has been moved from 3rd level to 6th level. Beast Strike has been moved from 6th level to 10th level. Finishing Move has been moved from 10th level to 15th level. This was some of the biggest changes in the previous video. Finishing Move felt awkward as a 10th level ability because it's your finishing move. This is supposed to be the best thing that you could do. So when I make those, probably next week, those are going to get some pretty good bonuses. Blades of Ice, Claws of Thunder, Fists of Fire, Cobra Strike, Phoenix Strike, and Tiger Strike now require combo points to use. This was another massive change. I added in the combo points ability. You get a couple of basic abilities that you can use. Distracting Strikes uses or removes opportunity attacks from creatures you attacked, similar to the mobile feat. And then Precise Strike, you get advantage on an attack, but it removes the... you can't gain a combo point for making the attack. And a bunch of changes to the strikes themselves. Cobra Strike's temporary hit points now scale with proficiency times the amount of combo points spent instead of half the damage dealt. Blades of Ice, Claws of Thunder, and Fists of Fire can now be used multiple times on a turn. Claws of Thunder now moves a creature 5 feet instead of 10, but spending an additional combo point gives the creature disadvantage on the saving throw and increases the distance to 10 on a fail. Blades of Ice now reduces the creature's speed by half instead of encasing it in ice, but spending an additional combo point gives the creature disadvantage on the saving throw and reduces its speed to 0 on a fail. Fists of Fire now grants disadvantage on the roll if you spend an additional combo point. Claws of Thunder now moves the creature 10 feet instead of 5, a reversion of the previous change. And the additional combo point also knocks the creature prone on a fail. I realized, you're spending a combo point to knock a creature back 5 feet on a save. Not really good. But 10 feet? Yeah, that might be worth it. And then the knocking it prone on a fail is the kind of additional thing that you get for spending 2 points. Adding missing text to Blades of Ice about how long the speed reduction lasts. You can't just smack something and freeze it in place for the rest of the combat. Reworded Distracting Strike to include creatures you attack later in the turn. This was one of the problems that I'd had because the rules as written, it only affected the creatures you had attacked in the past and not the ones later in the turn. The intent is that you hit it, you use it once, and then for the rest of the turn, maybe I don't want to do that. But anyway, the intention is that you expend one combo point, and then for the rest of the turn, you no longer provoke opportunity attacks from creatures you've hit. It sets up a lasting effect for the turn. I might have to change that so it gives you a spender that you can consistently use. Maybe make it a little bit more powerful. I don't know. Fists of Fire, additional point, now allows you to roll the damage die twice and take either result. Fists of Fire didn't have any benefit beyond disadvantage for expending 2 points. So I figured, I'll give you a little bit more damage. Sentry now activates when you deploy it, and its bonus action can be used only on subsequent turns. I was reading through, kind of as a last-minute check, I was reading through the Assassin and got to Sentry and realized that, you're spending your entire turn and as an action to deploy the Sentry and a bonus action to activate it. And I think people would want to have their bonus action to disengage or something like that. So it activates now when you deploy it and a bonus action on subsequent turns. I was looking at the Artillerist Artificer, and that's kind of what they do, is use an action to create their cannon and then a bonus action to activate it. So maybe not. Granted, they also get spells, and they also get a bunch of different... it's a third level ability. That's what it is. It's a third level ability, so it's a little bit nerfed. So, I don't know. Anyway, I am probably going to do a finishing move, Let's Create, next week. Then do the Changelog, of course, on the week after. But the week after is probably going to be a Let's Fix for the... what is it called? Trap Assassin. A Let's Fix for the Trap Assassin, because the Blade Sentinel is just awkward. It's kind of a spiritual weapon. Right now, it has two different possibilities for it. One where it follows a set path, and one where it acts more like a spiritual weapon. But I've got to sit down and actually figure out what I want to do, get it solidified. Because right now, I'm fast approaching being done with this playtest build right now. So I've got to lock in and get it all done. All right, I am going to end it there. You can find me at XenozFan2, that is XenozFan2 on Blue Sky and Reddit. And you can contact the channel directly at Diablo, TODND, on Blue Sky and YouTube. Thank you much for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Have a good whatever.